How we doing, everybody? I cracked this one open. Started sorting through it. I had like a batch of Zen non-basic lines sitting in the back. A bunch of tokens right here. Went to draft last night. I was there, picked up a few card boxes. So that'll be nice. Someone on the message boards on Wizard asked if they could get a tour of the apartment or at least see what's in my fridge. And I'm thinking, you know, I probably brought that on myself by yesterday saying, was it yesterday? I don't know. But by saying that I was glad that no one was being creepy and stalkerish about watching my videos, and I'm like, I probably just brought that on myself. I'm like, because really, asking for a tour of my apartment or to see what's in my fridge, that doesn't strike you as creepy? Yike. Oh, jeez. And no, you're not getting a tour of my apartment. My place is a dump. I wouldn't want to show that off. Is that cleaning? What is this cleaning you speak of? I've got stuff sitting in my apartment that I haven't touched since I moved it in here. It's one of those reasons why I'm glad I have one room that's just nothing but a gigantic disaster area. But oh well. But yeah, I'm sorting through these things. This stack right here still needs to be sorted, but it's gonna get done. You know what's funny is last night we had some guy show up to draft, guy who hadn't played in years, and he passes me an Inkmoth Nexus, and I'm like, really? No, these are good. You just passed me this? And I can understand. I mean, if you're new to the game or you spent a long time away and just came back, I could understand looking at a manland and seeing nothing special. I really can. I mean, after all, back in the days of Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, and even to a certain degree during Revised, which is when I came in, you had people that would find like a dual land in a booster pack, and they'd be like, dude, it's just a land. Who cares? It's like, yeah, I'll trade this to you for, I don't know. And people that knew how good they were, they'd be like, hey, what is that? Oh, it's a dual land. They're like, yeah, it's kind of crappy. I'm like, okay, I'll give you a guy's liege for it. And they're like, really? Awesome! And it's one of those things, people just totally did not value dual lands back in, when the game first started up. They didn't realize how good they were. Stupid good. But a lot of people didn't realize how things were in the beginning of the game. They didn't realize how powerful fast mana was at first. You know, when the game first came out, the most powerful card in people's opinion was Shivan Dragon, because it was huge and it flew, whatever. Yeah, I haven't been up all that long. You know, it's like, get up, take care of the business. You know what I'm talking about. Check the email, throw pizza in the oven, and get starting on cards. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to stop in the middle and make the video today. But, I mean, yeah, hey, people's opinions, even the community's opinions, things change over time. You know, sometimes cards that were really bad at one point in time, something happens and suddenly they're powerful. I mean, as I've stated before, the old card from Mirage, Flash, I want to say it got reprinted in 6th. It was a colorless of blue. You put a creature into it's instant. Take a creature from your hand, put it into play. Pay its casting cost reduced by 2 colorless, or sacrifice it. And it really wasn't a competitive card at all. It was really jank. It was a jank rare. It really was. And it wasn't until several years later when crap, I'm brain farting on the name of the creature. The big thing that costs a lot of mana, and when it dies, you search your deck for like up to 6 casting costs worth of creatures and throw them on the board. Protean Hulk. I believe I forgot that. And yeah, it wasn't until like several years later that Protean Hulk saw print that Flash actually had a use. So yeah, I mean, things are weird. Things change over time. Cards that used to be bad suddenly become good sometimes. And sometimes people just radically misevaluate cards. I mean, I remember back when Ice Age first came out, I believe it was the totally non-lamented Scry magazine that published an article about it. And they were talking about how Necropotence was bad because you kill yourself with it. And then, you know, professional players start, and high-level tournament players want to start demonstrating that drawing cards is really good. It's worth killing yourself. So yeah, I mean, granted, some people just radically they don't know how to evaluate the cards, and to be perfectly honest, there are a lot of cards that don't get very well evaluated by a lot of people when they first see them. I mean, I believe it was Fire Blast, which was like 6 mana for 4 damage to a single target, and alternate casting cost of sacrificing 2 mountains. I remember when I first saw that card, I thought nothing of it. I hated it. I thought the casting cost was too high, and I looked at the alternative cost and I thought, why would I pay that? I'm destroying my long game. And I actually traded a few away before I realized how good they were. And I found out how good they were by someone demonstrating to me. And when I say demonstrating, I mean I was on the receiving end. And then I just sat there and I'm like, wow, holy crap. And yeah, that was hey, stuff happens. Oh well, I've rambled and whatnot. Enough for today. Rest assured, folks, my stuff is getting done, and I've got a pizza in the oven that I want to get to. Oh, pizza. Alright, later guys.